Being born as a man is the greatest gift on the planet, and just wasting that potential away. It's the most ungrateful guy can ever do. I'll tell you 6 things a man should never do. Number 1, joking about your dreams and goals. Being humorous is important, and we all have to know when not to take ourselves seriously. But there are a few things you shouldn't joke about. One of these things is your goals. If you have any big purpose in life, don't joke about it. This is a coping mechanism because you are unsure of yourself, or because you are trying to make others with average minds feel comfortable about your big dreams. Listen to me. Never joke about your goals, and never let others make fun of your goals. I remember when I was joking with a friend about different things, but he felt very comfortable and started telling a joke about his goals. The moment he did, my behavior immediately changed. I looked him in the eye and told him not to do it again. If people don't support your goals and dreams, the minimum they should do is keep silent. I don't care if your best friend or family what you want from life is not something worth laughing. Respect yourself and your goals. Second, always surrounded by others. The reason most men squander their potential is because they can't stay alone. They are either surrounded by ordinary people or are always looking for a girlfriend to prevent them from being alone. Listen, as a man, you should be able to go places alone. You should know how to sit in your solitude. Even if you are surrounded by great high-level people, you still need to go to places alone. Sometimes, it doesn't matter if you're going to the movies alone or going to a different country. Solitude gives you time to think and meditate and stay with your own thoughts. People with average minds will call you a stranger and maybe even laugh at you. But it doesn't matter, because the greatest asset you have is your mind. And if you can't go places alone and enjoy peace with your mind, you've already lost. Third, always alone. This may seem contradictory to the previous point, but it is not. You should be able to find peace in solitude, but you also have to surround yourself with like-minded brothers. The idea of being a lone wolf is a lie, and I say this as someone who has been a lone wolf for most of his life. Man needs brothers around him. It makes us better at everything. Fourth, guilt for being ambitious. There are a lot of people who feel guilty for having big goals. The reason for this is that their family and friends have not achieved anything big. In fact, no one around them has achieved anything, which is why they constantly deal with reality. They say things like money, the root of all evils, or the rich, greedy. It is very difficult to be ambitious if everyone around you is saying such trivial talk to deal with reality, but at the same time, you should not let it frustrate your soul. Fifth, excessive emotional attachment. Everyone feels kind of connected to people, things, and places after all. If you have something good in your life, it makes sense to feel resistant to losing that person or thing, but the dark truth is that you will lose people in your life. It can be your mother, father, or best friend, and it can happen when you least expect it. I'm not saying this to make this video dark or to make you feel anxious. I'm saying this to prepare you mentally. However, you must be prepared to endure this pain because we will all experience it sooner or later. You cannot be so emotionally attached that losing someone destroys your entire life. I have seen many men who have lost someone and have not recovered from them since. I'm talking about men full of potential that have been destroyed for years. You have to be prepared for what's coming. Will it still hurt? No matter how well prepared you are. Of course it will. You are a human being and he is someone you love. But being hurt and destroyed are two different things. Death comes to all of us. Always remember that. Sixth, allow yourself to be bullied. When most people hear about bullying, they think about school. But the truth is that bullying happens at all ages and in 1,000 different ways. Maybe your friend laughing at you in front of girls to look good. No matter what, You have to realize that they are trying to bully you and move on with it. You definitely have to embrace confrontation if you want to end bullying. And that's the nice thing about tackling bullies. You won't get into 100 fights or even 10 fights. No, if you do it right, just do it once. However, if you let bullying happen, you'll be terrified more than 100 times. So embrace confrontation and you'll get a reputation as someone who doesn't back down.